And now, here are your hosts of the best wrestling podcast you ever heard, the Lingus Show, Fausty Walnuts and Kev Manning.
Yes, we're here. We're clear. Let's put our asses in gear, Faust. And since it's an AEW show, Faust, I have this. I have my Cope cup.
Rated R Cope.
Rated R Cope SummerSlam 7-Eleven cup that I still have. And I have the other one too right here, Faust. You see that one too. I still use these cups. My Kelly cup too.
Kelly.
That's a Kelly cup. A lot of people drank out of it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. We are here to go over lots of things for AEW shows. This show is going to be your Collision rundown. The flagship is, of course, Dynamite, and there's going to be a lot to say about that on the next fucking show we do. But car crashes, Faust, they're always good for us, is what we like. By the way, this is the Lingus Mafia production of the Lingus Show.
Lingus Mafia.
You see how I switched into it, Faust, when I fuck up? You like that? I completely fucked up, but you wouldn't have known it. Thank you. I'm glad I didn't tell anybody. Yes, I'm Kev Manning. He's Fausty Walnuts.
Yo.
You can go to patreon.com/Lingus Mafia, get all your needs for your wrestling stuff, as well as other things. There's golf shows there. There is nonsensical shows. There's me doing the news. There's going to be a Bears fucking covering show today, actually, that comes out. But when these shows don't pop up, sometimes Smoking Joe is smoking.
Yeah.
And the fucking show don't get put out because I texted him. It was 24 hours. And I go, any idea when the show's going up? And I always get the same reply, 30 minutes. Because I've reminded him that there's a show. So
stop tweeting about politics on your CCN account.
There you fucking go. Way to fucking alienate everybody. I said, okay, great. So yes, if you want these shows on time all the time, your best bet is to go to that patreon.com/Lingus Mafia. You get all that shit. Little $5, you get all the wrestling stuff that you want. So let's get into it, Faust. AEW Collision. Harley with a new outfit for a different night. She's very happy about herself. And Mariah with a new outfit, too, for another night. The Learning Tree says Cope shortened his name. They're going to shorten his career. Rated FTR says something and then says Top Guy's out.
Yeah, it's the Saturday night's main event. Harley's playing the guitar. Mariah says, Harley won't sing again because I'm going to rip out her vocal cords and throw them into the third row. Yes. And then, Jericho says, I proved Cope is a dope, and tonight I'm going to show that Harwood is no good, and Keith has a broom, and he says it's going to be a sweep. So he has to have a broom as a prop.
There you go.
And then, FTR just cut a fucking corny-ass promo about cutting down the Learning Tree and the whatever. Yeah.
You go, okay. We get a fucking Edge versus Big Cass. I don't care what you call him, Faust. It's Edge versus Big Cass, okay?
That's too much man. Big Cass.
Too much man, Big Cass.
And then on the front,
William Morris.
On the front, it says Big Motherfucking Bill. On the front of his title, it says Muffin. MUHF apostrophe N Bill.
Can't tell because it's in the wrinkles of his cock, so kind of grabs things and moves it around.
It's funny because they're making fun of Ledge, changing his name from Adam Copeland to the Rated R Superstar Cope. And it's funny because Desmond Wolf says, I don't like when wrestlers change their names.
Desmond Wolf. That's great. Oh, all Edge comes out. It makes me think, well, see, this is where I get the vibe from him.
Mm-hmm.
He knows.
He's the one for sure. I feel like he knows. Like when he comes out, he's like,
oof. Yeah. And I know he's getting his money, right? Mm-hmm. So I think of him as like, times have changed, Faust, because now I think of him as a good person. Before I didn't think much.
Yeah, we hated him.
We hated him. So I see him go out there, and I think he is the type that goes, it is what it is. Let's make the best of this.
Right.
That's what he seems like to me, where he's like, fuck it. What am I going to complain?
Mm-hmm.
I took the check. Let's make the best of what we fucking can. And I don't think anyone.
So he's got some money. He can get some new gear because all his gear still says Copeland. His vest still says Copeland. You get some Cope gear.
Is there anyone, Faust? If anyone went there, would it help other than for 2 weeks?
Well, that's usually what happens, right? They get a nice little boost for a couple weeks.
I'm thinking, I go, Rock goes there. Cena goes there. Is it more than 2 weeks?
And then
Austin goes there. I don't care who the fuck goes there. If you do not have a story, it does not fucking matter. Like, Faust, it's the same as if the fucking Bears got fucking Brady. Would it matter? No, it would not fucking matter when you have shit in front of you. And that's what this is. There is nothing that there's with story-wise. Sure. I'm not saying there is no stories. I'm saying they're bad.
Yeah.
There's stories, nothing that you give a fuck. I'll tell you a one on Dynamite, Faust, that we got led into that's going to be on Collision. and the fucking lead into this story is amazing. I swear, Tony goes, I came up with a great fucking idea. You know, it's like,
I got an idea.
Yeah. He goes, I just heard the greatest idea I've ever heard. Thank you.
He's like, let me see. I got a match for Saturday now. Let me book backwards. How do I set this up? He's the Bears, Faust. He hires backwards. Very Disney studio hearing each person in the crowd. Yeah.
It gets worse on Wednesday.
Right.
A missed spear into a turnbuckle, then a big boot and a kick out, of course. And I'm like, this fucking like finish. He missed the spear and hits himself into the turnbuckle, turns around, gets a big boot, kick out. Bill's choked out. I'm like, so he just gets choked out. Yep. Bad guys come to fucking attack afterwards. FTR then comes to fucking help.
Wash, rinse, repeat.
Yeah. Recap Omega. We all right. Yeah. Cowboy's still yelling about how his family was almost taken for. I go, are we still talking about?
Yeah.
About but he's not involved.
How he was embarrassed and he couldn't look at his family in the eyes anymore. So, I mean, he's pretty much saying, like, this is why I am the way I am now.
Yes.
Go back to the guy I was before.
And he goes, he almost had his family taken away. And I had to think back and I go, is that when Swerve stood at the crib? Is that what he's talking about?
That's what he's talking about. The B&E. And so I'm like, okay, so what? We rekindling the Swerve feud? I thought Swerve was busy. And then all of a sudden it just takes a turn and he goes, and Daniels, I said I listened to you, but you crossed the line when you put your hands on me. I'm like, what? That's what takes you over the edge. All right. Next week. And next week you're gonna pay the price. Not just a regular match. We gotta have a fucking Texas death match.
God. Okay. At least it's not a whoever he is street fight, wherever they are.
Yeah, it's true.
Pac goes to the ring house, and I see the fucking Tron say his fucking opponent is Commander, and I reached for my remote. Great to see another Federation's champion on this show.
We had two champions here because we have
win a fucking match.
Yeah, we have one member of the trios title. Which, by the way, when's the last time the BBC defended the trios?
And have you seen that belt?
Yeah, it's like they just went away.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh, okay. So is we got the ROH TV champion Commander? Is this non-title? Is this an eliminator match? But it's just a match, and Commander loses clean.
Match. Rings of Saturn and a win from a tap out. I go, oh, so he lost his belt. That's it.
Yeah.
You've lost the belt. You tapped out to somebody, and you're a champion somewhere.
Right.
Clean.
This would be like, I don't even know who the NXT North American champion is right now, but that'd be like him being on Raw and just losing clean. I'm like, all right, that's it.
Why are you losing? You're a champion over here. Claudio in his Maker's Mark grocery list outfit fucking comes to the fucking ring. He's stealing envelopes with this fucking stamp of his the melted fucking wax. The Dick Riders come out. Turbo Brothers then come out to fucking save. So now it turns into Turbo Brothers versus Yuta.
Conveniently, it's the Turbo Brothers, in the next match. They're like, listen, let's just